In this video, we will discuss about formation of young synobium after germination of zygote in Volvox, which is a member of green algae, and how this zygote is produced. We have discussed in the previous videos. Briefly, I'll tell you how this zygote is being produced. Now we have discussed in previous videos that this is the male gamete or entherozoid which is being produced from the entheridium in case of Volvox. The next we'll see here that this is the this is oosphere or egg, right? And here we can see this entherozoid is being fusing with this female gamete to form a diploid structure called as zygote. And how this zygote, which is being produced after fertilization, this will become diploid in genetic constitution, and how this is germinating, this we are going to discuss. We can see here, when fertilization has taken place, now zygote is green in color, right? This is green in color. Like we can see here, this is the zygote. This creates a thick wall around itself. So it has three-layered wall. This outermost is called as exospore. This is mesospore and this is endospore. This is cytoplasm and diploid. This is diploid nucleus, right? And this is being passing the unfavorable environmental condition. I mean, when conditions are not favorable, this will just settle at the bottom and this will not germinate. And when conditions become favorable, this will start germinating. Now first it is green in color, but later on when it become hardened, right, and pass over unfavorable environmental condition, this can develop a pigment called as hematochrome, and because of that pigment this becomes red color or orange red color. Now it's diploid nucleus which is present over here. Now this will start undergoing meiosis cell division, right? Now meiosis will convert this diploid nucleus into 4 nuclei. Now these 4 nuclei will be haploid in genetic constitution. So we can see here, first 2 are being produced, then 4 are being produced. And when these 4 nuclei have been produced, now these 2 layers, exospore and mesospore, they will gelatinize or they will degenerate, right? Outer 2 layers will gelatinize and they can disappear. And these 4 haploid nuclei which have been produced, they will migrate into a vesicle-like structure. We can see here. This is the inner layer, which is endospore, which is coming out in the form of a vesicle, and 4 haploid nuclei are present over here. Now, out of the 4, 3 may degenerate and 1 can become functional. So we can see here, this is the vesicle, right, in which this functional nucleus has developed into a meiospore. Zoospore is a, you can say, gamete, which is being produced after meiosis. Meo mean meiosis, right? And it has developed a flagella also, and this has functional haploid nucleus. Functional haploid nucleus means this is going to develop into a young synobium of Volvox because it is haploid in genetic constitution, and inside the vesicle this process will occur. We can see here, this is the vesicle where this haploid nucleus now will divide into 2 nuclei. And when these 2 nuclei are produced, this will develop a wall. We can see here, this has developed into 2 nuclei and this has developed into 2 cells also, right? Now these 2 cells will divide into 4 cells. We can see these cells actually they divide longitudinally like this. So 4 out, then 4 will develop into 8. So we can see here 8 cells, right? Then these 8 can develop into like this 16 cells, right? They can develop into 16 cells. Then this will invert like this, right? Like colony have been produced. This will invert like this. Ultimately, this will, when fully inverted, this will become like this. And ultimately, this will become circular. So here we can see this is inverting here. Then this has become circular by this process. And all the cells are lying at the periphery. And this ball will be filled with the mucilage. And then this will develop more cells which will be connected with each other. And this hollow sphere of cells will be produced, right? Now, this zoospore, meiospore, after swimming for certain duration, right? I have written here, meiospore will swim for some times, then its contents will divide successively and simultaneously. Successively का मतलब कि जैसे ये supposing this is nucleus, this is divided into 2 and wall formation will also occur. Then it is divided into 2, wall formation and nuclei will develop. Here also nuclei will divide. So this is successive and simultaneously. So ultimately this will develop into a young synobium, right? This is a young synobium which is present inside the vesicle only, right? We can see here when it is enclosed inside the vesicle, this outermost wall which is called as endospore vesicle, now this will again rupture or degenerate, and this will migrate toward the outer side, and this will, after doing photosynthesis and getting nourishment, this will develop into a mature synobium. Now this mature synobium is also called as gametophyte because it is haploid in genetic constitution. This will grow vegetatively, its growth will occur vegetatively. Then this will develop sex organs, and this will reproduce asexually like we have discussed in the previous slide, and then it will again form zygote, and again after fertilization this will develop after meiotic cell division into meiospore, and then that will develop into young synobium. So this is all about development of young synobium after germination of zygote, and in this way life cycle of Volvox is completed. And thank you for watching my video. And if you like, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching.